Okay, this video going to be ranking all 100 however many cards there are in Clash Royale. Categories are Unreal, Strong in current meta, Often performs well, Playable, Can work in specific decks, Horseshit. So, yeah. Skeletons. Skeletons definitely strong in current meta, I think. Just one elixir, easy stop, cycle. Okay, Bomber. See, it wasn't that Goblin Giant Pecker deck that was like meta a few seasons ago, but it's kind of poo now. Everything got nerfed. Bomber's kind of poo right now. I mean, it's in Drill, Evo Bomber. Yeah, I don't think Bomber's anything crazy. I think Bomber's definitely playable. It's definitely between these two. It's not that good right now, I don't think. Goblins. I don't think Goblins are that strong right now. I think these are better options. Skeletons, Guards, just better options. 2 elixir when they do the same thing as Skeletons for 1 elixir, basically. There is it Hog X NATO that played in sometimes and they work well in? I'm not sure, but they're kind of poo right now. Can work in specific decks, I think. Spear Goblins, ever since that range nerf, Spear Goblins have kind of been shit. Honestly, they're kind of bad. Can work in specific decks. Okay, Zap. Zap's one of the worst spells, I think. You get that reset, 2 elixir. Just does no damage though. Just can't kill much. Can't kill barrel, can't kill minions. Just basic stuff like that. I think it's playable, but yeah, I mean, it is a spell. Just by it being a spell, it's kind of above this section of the tier list. Knight. Right now, Knight's not crazy right now. I don't know why. It's just not like, I mean, like Expo's not that good right now. Bait's not crazy right now, like, especially classic bait. I mean, I think Often performs well as where Knight deserves to go. Archers right now aren't. I think Archers right now are playable, top of playable. They're very. Actually, no, I'll go Often performs well for Archers. A decent couple decks. Actually, no, you could probably. There's quite a few decks they can fit into, but there's a couple decks that they're definitely better in. And you can split them, of course. But of course, things like arrows, you can just get quite a bit of value on them. Minions, I think ever since that range buff, even though it got the DPS nerf, was it just always been pretty strong. I'll put it in top of Often performs well. Maybe actually bottom of strong in current meta. Just very good with that range. Seems like they can connect to the tower, and you get a couple that don't kite, and they'll connect really early and get like 2 hits, so decent damage. And then just, yeah, of course on defense they're solid, like they always have been. Arrows right now, Arrows is always like at least solid. It's probably middle of strong in current meta right now, and strong in the current meta. I don't know, it's not crazy because the cards it kills, I'm trying to think. Bait's not that good right now, like as in like log bait, and then like Firecrackers not that good right now. Arrows is a tough one. I just don't think it. I think it's in strong in current meta, but not like for a spell and where it usually is, a little bit below where it usually is. Cannon, I'm seeing a lot of Earthquake recently, but and Cannon's just really not that good against it. It just gets melted by it. But still, I think it's Often performs well. It's good in cycle decks. Yeah, it's just cheap building that just does the job. I think top of Often performs well is good. Tesla's decent. I don't know, Tesla's working right now for some reason. It's just really feels really versatile right now because there's just so much shit going on in the meta right now that Tesla can kind of decent for everything. I think. Actually, no, I'll go top of Often performs well. Okay, Mortar's actually not too bad right now. It's not. I mean, for Mortar, it's not too bad. I think I'm gonna put it bottom of Often performs well. Yeah, I think for Mortar, it's quite good right now. Works well for, like Cannon Cart. That I've been playing against that a couple of times. It's kind of strong. 4 elixir forces out a response. Definitely forces out a response. Yeah, I think Often performs well is good. Barbarians dog shit right now, especially plain ones. In fact, that might actually be horse shit. Just to get too much value for your opponent. Minion Horde is. It's definitely better than it was. I think I'll go Can work in specific decks and bait decks. I mean, it's still a bit poo, but like after that range buff, it's a lot better. Just 5 elixir there. Tombstone. Oh, Tombstone's really not in the best spot right now. Hasn't really been that good of a spot for ages. I mean, you can play it in like Skeleton King decks and like Lava Hound, but neither of those decks are that good right now. I mean, I think I'll put it in the top of Cam work in specific decks. It's just really not that strong right now. Musketeer, bottom of often form as well. You know, playing 2.6, playing just you can kind of it's not even 2.6. You can kind of fit it into any deck, or like a lot of decks. But yeah, I think it's just like a decent card. Valkyrie's strong right now. I think. I don't know. It just seems to be working against all this like fireball bait shit. You know, like 3 Musketeers, just cards like that. I don't know. It just works well in the current meta for some reason. I think in the middle of strong and current meta. Hog Rider's always just in the same spot, just top of often performs well, that kind of area. Not crazy. It kind of just does the job, doesn't it? Just always connects. Midi Pekka had that buff a while back. Was it the health buff? I never really struggled against Midi Pekka. I think it's a bit of a mid-ladder card. It's really not that strong right now. I think bottom of playable. I think if you have any form of defensive ability, then, you know, it's kind of shit for the opponent, that is. Fireball's good right now, just against Fireball Bait and just a lot of other decks. In the meta right now, yeah, Fireball's pretty good right now, I'm going to be honest. I think top of strong and current meta actually could almost be unreal. It's actually that good right now, I think. Yeah, just those like ranged units, it just helps well against get value on the tower with. Bomb Tower's decent right now, just of course with the Fireball Bait again. The lower end of often performs well, of course it can't hit air, and it doesn't really do that much damage. But Goblin Heart, I don't know, it's kind of, I really haven't struggled against it recently. I don't think many people have. I don't think it's that good right now, but it's alright, it does the job, it's top of playable, I think. Giant, I mean, for me, I don't see Giant outside of anything but Giant Graveyard. Barely see Giant Double Prince anymore. But Giant Graveyard is still quite solid, but it's only just that deck. I don't know, I think it's in the bottom of playable. It's just because it's kind of just a one deck wonder. Okay, Wizard's actually kind of strong right now, you know. Like, Wizard's actually a prick. He's got like decent HP now. He's not even just, I mean, mid ladder he's fucking unreal, but even in like top ladder now he's actually doing bits. Of course, there's still better alternatives. But I might actually put him in bottom of often performs well. He's actually quite solid right now, just against bait, fireball bait, like log bait, fireball bait. Seems to be quite a few cards he can just mount, and his HP doesn't seem like as low as it used to. Okay, Inferno Tower right now is pretty solid. I've been seeing a decent bit of RG and just any other tanks, of course. It does well against. I think it might actually be, I think I put it on top of often performs well, I think. Yeah, it's just a very solid card. 5 elixir, just so reliable on defense. Rocket is rather good right now, especially against the 3 Musketeers. It's good against Fireball Bait. It's just good against all these like range Archer Queens. Strong right now. It's good against that. What else is there? It's just really solid against a lot of stuff. Good against E-Dragon, Evolved E-Dragon, which is strong right now, and just lots of other. Good against Witch. I mean, Rocket's really strong right now, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna put it strong in current meta, just very good. I mean, even Rocket Cycle right now, it's playable. At least I've found it is. Elixir Pump, it's had the nerf, but 3 Musketeers got buffed, so that indirectly buffed it. But I think overall it's pretty bad. I think top of can work in specific decks, because it's right in specific decks it can be actually pretty solid, but how many of those decks are there? Not many. Barbarian Hut. Barbarian Hut is going to go in horse shit. It's dog shit. Gets no value. It's terrible. I feel like you could make it so it spawns 10 barbarians every second and it wouldn't be good. Yeah, I don't. 6 elixir. Shit. Mirror. Mirror's actually not awful right now. I think bottom of playable, there's quite a few scenarios where we can actually get decent value. Especially things like, with like Log being weaker now you can like mirror Dark Goblin, mirror Princess, and they can't get hit by Log, or killed by Log. I think mirror's actually not too bad right now. Okay, Rage. Rage had that nerf, I believe, like in the balance changes before the most recent one. Yeah, it's just not really that good right now. Can work in specific decks. I don't know. Just doesn't seem to be doing much right now. Skarmy. Skarmy's normal Skarmy. It's pretty bad. I don't even... Oh my god, Skarmy's so bad. It's actually just... You just get too much value. It's actually a horse show, I reckon. Goblin Barrel. Goblin Barrel's in the middle of playable right now. It's kind of always sitting around there. It's just never that good. But it's in such like a robust, like well-studied archetype. So it kind of... A lot of people are going to be playing it a lot of the time. Middle of playable sounds good right now. Baby Dragon. We see it in Splash Yard. Golden Knight, which right now doesn't exist. So, and there's also that E-Dragon, that weird E-Dragon deck with like the lightning. Actually, those two decks alone right now, Splash Yard and that E-Dragon deck, are actually kind of solid. I'm probably forgetting another deck that Baby Dragon's also solid in, but those two decks alone, I think, can bring it up to probably bottom of often performs well, if I'm being honest. She's got good HP, just does a good job for Elixir. Freeze right now is just being overshadowed by Vines still. Vines are actually just way better. Yes, it lasts longer, but I think can work in specific decks. Of course, you got Graveyard Freeze, Lumberloon Double Dragon, Bowler Freeze, that deck. That's probably the two main decks it works well in. Witch right now. Witch is actually not bad right now. I don't think Witch is terrible right now. There's a few decks it just does well in. I want to say Witch is in... Witch might actually be strong in current meta. I don't know why, it's just working. It just works. Just a few decks. Actually, no, maybe it's not strong. Maybe it's off the performs well. I'm just getting quite stacked now. But, yeah, Witches just seems to be very solid right now. I don't know why. Prince, ever since that nerf, it's kind of just bad, man. It's still playable. Bottom of playable. It's just not that strong right now. Balloon Cycle, still actually not bad. You got Lumberloon, Double Dragon, Freeze. What else is there? Lava Balloon's not that good right now. But it's still solid. I think off the, top of playable actually. Giant Skeleton right now is actually not that bad. I swear it has more health than any other card in the game. Like, I think it might do. Yeah, but yeah, Giant Skeleton's actually not bad right now. Actually, but there's not really any stable decks that it fits into. It's kind of just some like trolly shit that you'll lose to every like 20th game. But bottom of playable like Prince, I think. Lightning's not that good right now. It's just kind of getting overshadowed by Rocket, especially because of the Fireball bait. But it's still definitely playable. She might even be in the bottom of off the performs well, just because it's a heavy spell. It just does bits against 3 Musketeers, which is strong right now. Yeah, Expo's not that good right now, but of course it is still definitely playable. I don't know, it's just in the current meta not working as well, not working as well as it used to or it has done. P.E.K.K.A right now is pretty weak. Just seems to be more than enough ways of taking down a slow moving tank. Bridge spam's solid right now, but like, yeah, I think it's in the middle of playable. Golem right now is terrible, just never gets through. I think, but yeah, some decks it can work in specific decks. It's just not that good right now. I've seen it in a much better spot. Royale Giant right now is very, very solid. Strong in current meta. I don't know what it is about the current meta, but it just really works well. Three Musketeers, new Three Musketeers going in strong current meta. They are so good. I don't think they're unreal though. And like, I don't know, they're just the extra health. There's just something about them. They're just getting so much value. And you can split them, of course. Yeah, I think strong current meta, top of strong current meta. Dark Prince. You see it in what? Sparky, Skeleton King, Graveyard. Kind of like off meta decks right now. But yeah, it's really not that good right now. I think top of can work in specific decks. It's just not that good. Poison's gotten a lot weaker. It's just been these nerfs it's been hit with. There's the Crown Tower damage nerf, and then of course it hasn't been able to kill Wizard for ages, but now that Wizard's stronger than usual, I don't know, Poison's, I actually really like playing Poison, but it just seems to get nerfed just too much. But it still often performs well, just these better alternatives. Princess is kind of shit. Can work in specific decks, just only works in bait, that's it. Only works in log bait. Ice Wizard is decent right now. You can play it in Splash Yard, Ice Bow. You can play it in like Rocket Cycle decks, just really solid defensively for quite a few decks. Yeah, I think Ice Wizard is top of often performs well, I think. Fire Spirit's good right now. Of course, Hogs EQ is very solid right now. And Fire Spirit is often seen in that. And I don't know, I think Fire Spirit's just quite good right now. I actually go strong in current mid, I reckon. Furnace is nowhere near as good as it used to be, but it still just lingers around, just that annoying card. I think top of playable is a good spot for it, but it dies quite easily, but it's made up for with the range it has. I don't know what the range is. It might as well hit from the bridge if it gets any extra range. Yeah, so guards right now, wow. Even after the nerf, guards are really, really solid. Middle of strong and current mid, I reckon. Just on defense. Yeah, they're just really nutty on defense. Miner's good, still good. It's top ladder, at top ladder it's good. I mean, what you have, you got that rocket deck, you got minor wall breakers, you got minor poison. There's just so many other decks minor can be played with. Yeah, you got Loon Cycle, of course. Yeah, miner's just really strong in the current meta. Always has been. I don't know when it's gonna. I don't know what it would take to get it out of that. Sparky right now is dog shit, but can work in specific decks. Lava Hound, nah, can work in specific decks. It's just not that good right now. Struggling to get value. Oh, do you know? I think it actually goes into playable now. Looking at it, it's not as weak as I thought it was originally. There has been a couple matchup where it's like, yeah, it's actually doing something. More the lava pups from it can force out decent elixir, but it's just really hard to play and get value from. Not hard to play, but hard to get value from. Ice Spirit is going to go top of strong current meta, I think. Bowler is going to go strong current meta. Fireball bait. Oh my god, its bowler's unreal right now. Log's always good, just defensively. That knockback helps. That's what separates it from other spells, I think, is that knockback. If they get rid of that knockback, it's going to die instantly. That's what makes it better than Barbarian Barrel still, in my opinion. Bottom of strong and current meta is a good spot for that. Lumberjack, you see it in like a couple bridge spam decks, you know, Lumberloon, Double Dragon, Bowler Freeze. yeah, other than that, and there's a few off meta decks. It's definitely playable right now. Middle of playable. Ice Golem, you can play it in like Graveyard, but of course 2.6 is the main one. And it's just good defensively. You can play it in Rocket Cycle. I think playable, bottom of playable. It's not that, it's just better alternatives right now. Mega Minion's weak right now, I can't lie. Bottom of playable, just not getting much value. Inferno Dragon, top of playable. Not that good right now. The tanks aren't really that prevalent in the meta. I mean, yes, there's RG, but I don't know. It's just not really getting much value. Graveyard. I mean, Graveyard's always just solid. I mean, you got Graveyard Freeze, Giant Graveyard, like you play control decks where you use like Goblin Cage, and things like that. You got Splash Yard, but it still has a decent amount of counters to it, so I think I might go on top of often performs well. I don't think it's quite in the strong current meta category. E-Barbs are horseshit. Well, they're not actually horseshit, but E-Barbs might actually be in horseshit. I think no, E-Barbs are horseshit. 6 elixirs just don't do anything. Just 3 elixir value. Tornado, ever since those nerfs, really just hasn't been the same. But it is still definitely playable, but just not where it used to be in like the tops. Clone Spell, you see in what Lava Hound, Giant Skeleton, some off meta decks. And it can actually work in those decks. I don't think it's as bad as these cards. I'll put it in can work in specific decks. E-Wizard, you see Bridge Spam, a couple other decks as well. It's decent. It's not that good right now. It's bottom playable, I guess. Goblin Gang's it's not that good, especially since the Spear Goblin's gotten nerfed. But it's definitely still playable, middle of playable. Dark Goblin's so overrated in my opinion. People, it's fast and it's good. Just literally place it at the bridge, it'll get damage. Just place something on it. Like people saying, if you can't react to Dark Goblin at the bridge, you need to get off the game. So even if you don't react, it's like 400 damage for 3 elixir. Like it's not even that bad. Just I don't know, Dark Goblin's just not that good. It's just so easy to take out. It gets value in instances, but if you look at other cards for 3 elixir, like Ice Wizard or something, people don't realise how much it's actually getting more value than a card like Dark Goblin. But I think, middle of playable. Battle Ram, bottom of playable. It's really not that strong, doesn't connect much. You basically just see it in Bridge Spam. Executioner's decent right now with the Fireball Bait and just a few other cards. Does well against Air Troops. And does well against 3 Musketeers. It does well against Witch. Just those range units, I think. And it has so much HP. I swear it has more HP than a fucking giant. Like, middle of often performs well, I think. Okay. Bats, I'm going to put in. They can be annoying sometimes if they're like on the opposite side and you have nothing for them, but just chuck like a Fire Spirit or something, honestly. They are playable, but they're not that strong right now. Heal Spirit seems to only work in just some shitty, like, big Yaz deck or something, like E-Golem deck or something. It can work in specific. In those decks, it can be very nutty. It's top of can work in specific decks, because I've seen it be rather nutty in certain instances. I'll go playable because it's 1 elixir. Bandit's decent, but just limited decks that you see it in. I'll put it on top of playable. Night Witch is, you see it in that E-Golem deck, and then Gold Night Witch is dead right now. Can work in specific decks, I think. Skeleton Barrel seems to be, at least for me, that one card you can have a counter to everything, but then Skeleton Barrel, you just for some reason you just can't counter it. Like I played Vines and Evo E-Dragon in the same deck. Oh, I can take out most bait. Oh, and then Skeleton Barrel comes along and doesn't really work for. You can't really use those two cards for either of them, even though the rest of bait you can counter. So it just can be that annoying card that just gets damaged and it just ticks up over time. Often performs well. I think it's good. Flying Machine's very solid right now. Just that range and the fireball bait meta. I mean, it's just really nice. I think it might actually be strong in current meta. Cannon Cart. Don't really see it bridge spam much more. It's just solid. You can put in a couple decks. Actually, quite a few decks. And Mortar, it's very good. I think bottom often performs well. I think it's underrated. Mega Knight's decent right now. Against the Fireball bait. As you know, Mega Knight's probably middle of optimal form as well. Just because of the Fireball bait right now. Zappies, even though Fireball bait's strong right now, Zappies still aren't that good. I think top of playable though. They're better than they have been. Definitely better than they have been. Bar Barrel strong. Just one step below Log, I think. Still, that defensive capabilities of Log, still just keep it ahead of Bar Barrel. Hunter's decent right now, quite versatile. It's not that good against Fireball bait though, but Hunter's still it's still decent right now. I'll go top of playable. Royal Ghost decent against Fireball bait. Solid against bait, good in bridge spam, does well against drill, just gets value. I think often performs well. Actually, no, I might actually go into strong in current meta. It's just very, very decent right now. Yeah. Magic Archer is good right now. I don't know what's going on. Magic Archer's actually doing bits. You got bridge spam, drill. That's kind of about it, but especially in drill, it's just so good, man. Drill, Snowball, Magic Archer has to be like one of the best decks right now. At least I don't know if it's just me, but a good drill player with that deck is just a force to be reckoned with. I think strong current meta, if I'm being honest, just really good. And you can use it in Fireball bait, of course. Rascals are decent right now. I've seen them a couple decks, couple bait decks. I think bottom often performs well. Snowball's always been rather solid. Works well in Miner, works well in Graveyard, works well in... Is there a deck it doesn't work well in? Works well in... Oh my god, so good in Drill. Drill, Miner, Graveyard, Hog decks it works well in. I swear it can basically stop a hog by itself if you time it right. Like, it's actually that good. Of course it can't, but like it feels like it can. Top of strong in current meta. Raw recruits right now with the Fireball bait, rather good, but still, actually no, they are. I hate to say it, it's such a boring card. Strong in current meta is probably where it is. There's just not much you can say about. You can't really say they're not in that position. Just Fireball bait's just too good right now, and they're kind of often the key card in Fireball bait decks. Raw hogs are unreal. They're just unreal. Fireball bait, they were good. They were like very good. Fireball bait becomes better. All the cards in Fireball bait just working well, and it just pushes it to unreal. Oh my, Hogs EQ right now, it's just fucking unreal. I don't know what it is. It's just the Hogs are just so good right now. Tom Giants, bottom of playable. Really not that good right now. The Decker was good, and the Pecker deck's just been rinsed to the bin, and then Sparky's not that good right now either. E-Dragon's very solid right now. It is the normal E-Dragon. Evo E-Dragon is like arguably like the best card in the game, but normal E-Dragon's top often performs well, I think. See it in Bold Double Dragon Freeze, but then it's just versatile as well. Ram Rider's very solid right now. It's good right now. It's not crazy good. I feel like it does well. It does well because your opponent doesn't really have as much as a counter push a lot of the time. doesn't like it's good against those like control decks that try like counter push. Oh, it's definitely not strong. What am I doing? There's a good spot for it higher end. Wall breakers right now often performs well. Just minor wall breakers and bait, just kind of just annoying decks like that. Just does well. And two elixir, yeah. Earthquake right now is very nutty. Just does well against these hyper defensive decks. Does well in hogs. It's going in unreal. Goblin Cage right now is fucking good. Calls a hogs EQ. Does well in graveyard. Graveyard control. It feels like you get like the building's already gotten the value, and then you just get an extra like knight basically that hits for like 800 on the tower. I think bottom of strong, as you know, top of strong current meta. Fisherman, Royal Giant, it's good in, and Royal Giant is strong right now, and it does very good in that deck. But other than that, top of playable, I think. Elixir Golem can work in specific decks. Troll card, horse shit. Firecracker, just with vines right now, it's just really not that good. Yeah, arrows isn't as much, but I feel like there's just more vines now. I don't know. If you have the wrong deck against it, it can be a prick. Like if you're playing like log and then like a big spell or something, but I think it's top of playable. I think it's not that strong right now. Real Delivery is very strong right now. Against Firewall Bait, does well on Hogs EQ, does very well on Hogs EQ. So many decks, just does well and really good defensively, which is kind of the way to play right now. So I think Skeleton Rings are decent right now. Of course, the Firewall Bait bottom often performs well. E-Spirit's pretty good right now. Good in Expo, good in RG. Bottom of strong current meta, I think. Okay, E-Giant, you see it in that fucking E-Giant Baby Dragon deck, and it's good in that deck. But it is kind of just that deck, and it things like Cage can just kite it to like the other tower, basically. Actually, I think you might actually be able to kite it to the other tower. I don't know. I think top of playable, solid. Actually, maybe middle of playable. Mother Witch, you see it in what? RG deck. I mean, it's actually decent in that, but then it's not always the. I don't know. I feel like it can be better RG alternatives. Like, I think the lightning variant with Hunter is better. I think, but I think bottom of playable. There's not many other decks that's that good. And Drill right now is very solid. I don't know what's going on with it, but Drill Snowball is just. This is how you play Clash Royale. You play the drill, bottom of their tower, basically a guaranteed hit. There's nothing you can do about it. Goblin comes out on the tower. Anything they place, snowballs away. That's your guaranteed damage. That's how you play Clash Royale right now. Strong in current meta. Okay, the champions as well. I mean, this is going to be unreal. Golden Knight. Champions are so strong right now. Golden Knight, strong in current meta. Good against Firewall. Decent against Firewall Bait, really good against Log Bait, good in Bridge Spam, strong in current meta, I think. Archer Queen is unreal, and look at the deck that's being created. It's the Hogs EQ, because it's fucking unreal right now. Just play it and it's just guaranteed win. Yeah, the Archer Queen ability for one elixir needs to be studied. Skeleton King right now, it's definitely the weaker of the champions, decent in like Yard, and it's pretty good against Firewall Bait, to be fair to it. I think bottom often performs well. Mighty Miner is strong in the current meta. Phoenix got that buff. Definitely better than a lot of its other things. A lot of the other alternatives that used to be putting it down often performs well. Bottom often performs well, I think. Monk is still very strong in the current meta. Before the nerf, it was actually unreal. Very strong right now. Good in RG. That's good in other decks as well. Little Prince, I think Little Prince is pretty good, but out of the champions, it's definitely on the weaker side. Bottom often performs well. I think Archer Queen is just way better. 2 extra elixir, but the ability in the Archer Queen is about 8 times better. Void is terrible right now. That's horseshit. Actually, no, it's a spell, so it can work in specific things. Goblin Demolish is terrible right now. but there is the X. Get away with it. Can work in specific decks. Goblin Curse. Yeah, Goblin Curse is terrible right now. Just doesn't do anything. You know it can work against Yard, and it's a spell. So there you go. Goblin Machines just turn to shit. That's horseshit. Susbush works well in bait. I think Susbush is not as strong as it used to be. People have kind of found out how to actually play against it. Okay. I think Goblinstein has got to go. I've seen it get decent value, but it's not that good. I think top of playable right now. It's been a lot better. Rune Giant, it's kind of shit right now. I can't lie. Really bad. Can work in specific. I think it's bottom of can work in specific decks. Just really not that good. Berserk is. I don't know what happened to Berserk. It's kind of fallen off a bit. It was quite strong. Now it's often performs well. I think middle of often performs well is probably fair. Boss Bandit's kind of. I don't know why it's kind of working right now, but it's still not that strong. I think bottom of often performs well. Just too expensive and it's kind of awkward to fit into decks. Spirit Empress ground version, it's dog shit. It's just pretty dog shit. Spirit Empress air version's solid. I think it's top of playable. I don't think it's that strong right now. Vines is going to go in Unreal. It might actually be the best card in the game. I've never known a card with so much versatility. Yeah, that's the tier list for November 2025 Clash Royale cards. Nice. Let me just